I literally have come back to Restream. All right, now Restream. You wonder why? Maybe you wonder why I'm back to Restream. I really don't know. I figured out how to get videos on Restream. That's one reason I came back. Yeah, Talk Studio is still a little better, but there's some things on Restream that I find so much easier to get to do than Talk Studio. Talk Studio is a little cheaper than Restream, but Restream is still much cheaper than StreamYard, and I do get a discount on Restream. So I'm back on Restream. I do think, honestly, I do think the chat section of Restream is better than Talk Studio from Streamlabs. I think it's better if I can see the chat. Yeah, see, it's much better. I definitely can see this chat's much better in Restream than it was on Talk Studio. Uh, Even the super chats on and membership stuff on Talk Studio wasn't all that exciting. And I know whenever I do give memberships, because Talk Studio is part of Stream Labs, you do get the Avengers thing, like Avengers Assemble. You won't get this from Restream because it's not synced. But I like this better. I like how the captions are better. But yeah, and I know how to per video. The only problem is you guys can hear me. I know you guys can hear me, and I don't have an audio problem on my side of things. I know that because I've been testing out something with Restream today, and it's kind of angering me a little bit. Okay, it's kind of frustrating me. And yeah, like I said, you could upload. I found a way to upload videos into Restream, and I think my volume's a little low. Let me see. Yeah, my volume is a little low. That's that. I think that's better now. I think that's better. Hmm. All right, it is better. It's better. My volume's better. I'm sorry, guys. But here's the problem. I found a way to upload videos on here on Restream, and they have to be less than a minute. And my clips are less than a minute, so there's no problem at all. At all. So I have this. I have this. The only problem is I can't hear audio from this. I don't know why I can't hear any audio from this. I tested this earlier. I shared screen to test some YouTube videos. The shared screen YouTube videos. Here YouTube videos perfectly fine, right? All right. I'm listening to myself on YouTube. I muted myself on YouTube while this, and then I unmuted myself to hear myself. I can hear myself. I don't know why I can't get any audio from the videos. The videos. When asking Restream, I everything else is fine. You can hear my audio, but you can't hear the clip audio. You can hear me talking, but you can't hear the clip audio for some reason. And I don't know why that is. I've been asking Restream, like, really, I've been listening to Restream. They're telling me, and I've been doing it. I'm like, no, that's not working, working, working. Like, what the heck? Ah, shut up, Brad. Shut up, Brad. I know you're messing with me. I know that's not true. All right. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know. Asking Restream. Come on. All right. All right. Oh yeah. Seriously, there's a problem. I want to get fixed. I want to get fixed. That I need to get fixed. Figure out. I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. All right. So, really, I honestly, guys, I want to tell you the truth here. Normally, I would do AEW the tracks on this Sunday. And yesterday, normally I would have done like either Capes and Trunks or Let's Talk Pop yesterday. But there really was nothing a lot to talk about. Let's Talk Pop would probably been like a 20-minute stream. The only thing I'd probably talk about Let's Talk Pop yesterday is probably how well Wicked for Good's doing. And there's no way I could go, I don't even think I could go 10 minutes on that, on Wicked for Good. I don't. So there was no point in doing Let's Talk Pop, and there was not a lot of comic book news. I mean, I saw those pictures in our chat with the fake or real Avengers, X-Men. I saw those guys, those pics. I didn't just bother about discussing because they're not really official or anything like that. Or anything like that. It could be AI, and they show the X-Men who's all supposedly cast enough, right, together, except for Beast. Except for Kelsey Grammer. Maybe he's doing other things. I don't know. It could still be fake, but whatever. So there really was nothing to talk about the comic book world yesterday, and same with Let's Talk Pop. Let's Talk Pop. Okay? I did start kind of a new series, 10-15 second episode on the shorts. It's Eric Cartman reviews movies. So far, I haven't done review Superman. Now, not everything you can say is review is kind of accurate to the film, and Make It for Good. Make It for Good. That's in the shorts. Let you know. Okay. It is AI. What people? It is AI. I mean, I admit it. I mean, it'd be funny. Yeah, this is funny. This is funny. This dude, what people being exposed on X. I mean, this is kind of funny being exposed on X, where they're really locations from, right? So I checked my location. It says I'm from Canada. And it is. I am from Canada, and that's my location checks out. And I admit, I check everybody here in the chat, and your location checks out. You're all in the clear. I did my investigation work. You're all in the clear, guys. But that's funny. Like Red brings up a good point. Like Daniel RPK and My Time to Shine are both at West Asia. Really? Supposedly both from West Asia. They- what? Okay. So describe to me what something is that. I don't know. Like something doesn't smell right there. Two. It says it for Mexico. I don't think so. Something doesn't smell right about that RPK and about type of side being located both from West Asia. I mean, hmm? Huh? 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 What's up with that? Like, what's up with that? What's up with that? Are they? They're very good at hiding it, huh? Or they were. They were good at hiding it, right? They were good at hiding their location. Okay. Now I do need to get my eventually my videos over here, but it needed to work for some reason. I don't know why. The sound doesn't work. I mean, the video is fine, and the countdown's fine. Cosmic Blues. No, no, no. TJ, the guy is not from India. TJ, I seen what the guy looks like. The guy is not from India. He's not from India. The Cosmic News guy. I seen the actual guy who runs the site and who makes up BS. I seen what he looks like. I can tell. I can tell with certain in my tone right here. He's not from Asia. He's definitely from America. He's from America. I mean, he could be in India, but he's white. Let's just say that. He could be one of the weird white people in India. but most likely he's not from India. He's white for sure. Yeah, back to Restream. Just figuring shit out, man. Just figuring shit out. I really don't know what videos I have. Like honestly, guys, I haven't done my due diligence on what positive DC videos, and I don't want like videos from like a month ago or 2 months ago. I want more like recent videos. So if you have any suggestions or anything like that, put it in the chat. I don't know. Okay. I mean, we could go look at others, other YouTubers detracting the uh, the Snyder Bros. And I love my Cartman making fun of Snyder fans and all that. I mean, like you really gotta check out my new series on my shorts section. I actually made a playlist. I actually made a playlist of our Eric Cartman reviews, movies, TV shows, and video games. But I really haven't. So I don't know what videos to look for. Okay. Yeah, I mean, look, the thing with Talk Studio, it look too. The thing is, it's professional, but it's too professional in the sense that I think I think it made it look like, well, more too confusing, too just not very nice looking. The interface, all thing. I'm sure stuff like that. I think this Restream is obviously like Restream is not Talk Studio. Talk Studio is it's fun because Talk Studio is more like StreamYard, cheaper than StreamYard, and it has more things than StreamYard. I mean, the features are better on like Talk Studio. I would say it's the best of out of three, just for because it's the lowest of the price and it gives you more features. True, but sometimes the presentation is not doesn't look the best compared to Restream or StreamYard. And when I highlight a comment or a super chat on Restream, I just like it better. It's bigger on Talk Studio. It looks so basic. It looks so boring, right? Even a super chat. Look, I mean, I see the Talk Studio when TJ or Red super chats me on talks to, it looks so boring. On here, when they've done it, it looks so much better. But I do, but I really, if so, idea for you guys. So tell me, if blinded, if anybody, tell me any positive video that's DCU related for me to look at. Um, because I got nothing else. There was this weekend. There was a lack of news, really, lack of movie news and comic book news, video game news. It was kind of boring, kind of boring. Uh, Most of the talk about is Wicked. Like, okay. Most of the reviews I've seen, most of the people talking about Wicked is that it's not as good as the first one. Okay. But it's still a good movie. It's going to make more money than the first one, obviously. Okay. That's what I read about the reviews about Wicked. I'm not seeing Wicked because I want because guys, I don't really like to see musicals as movies. I'm not a person that's into movies that are musicals. Unless it's like, okay, that's just like one or two songs maybe, but I'm not really into that. If I want to see a musical, I would go to a concert or a Broadway play or something like that. I would not go see a movie. If I go see a movie, I want to see a movie. I don't want to see a concert. Okay. That's just my preference. Okay. Everybody's different. Obviously, it's gonna. I mean, obviously, like this, it's doing well and it's gonna kill. It is killing right now in terms of how well it's gonna do financially, right? And it's gonna get Oscar nominations, no doubt about it. It's just not my cup of tea. Like I think most of the people in this chat, Wicked is not really their cup of tea. I like Wizard of Oz. I mean, I always respect Wizard of Oz. Do like Wizard of Oz. I just don't. I like traditional Wizard of Oz, but whatever. So I'm gonna find some videos. Let's look for some positive videos. Now, if you invite, come on board, please. Oh, I already search. I type in positive DCU as just as just in the search. Search. I do like Wicked. I do like seeing. I do actually. I take that back. I do like Wicked. I'm sub to the website. I sub to the website. I like to see some. Girl action. Things like that. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Thanks. Oh, there we go. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So yeah, I just put in positive DCU in the YouTube channel, and the first thing that pops up is my stream. It's my stream. So if you put positive, if you just go to open a YouTube tab or on your laptop or phone or tablet and you put positive DCU, you'll see my stream right away. Don't click on that because you're already watching that. James One's hand recap back at the DCU. No. Fuck. Alright, Blinder will be on. Oh my god. But TJ, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, do you? Do you celebrate Thanksgiving? It's Thanksgiving, right? Damn. There's no. Okay, okay. I don't fucking know. Oh my God. Uh, shit. We'll do Hubbub. I mean, Hubbub is. We'll look at movie Hubbub. I mean, this is not technically. I mean, this is not technically positive. It's just a guy who likes to go at Snyder shows. Snyder shows. The Snyder shows are still have this. Well, you do still have this belief because if you don't know, Warner Brothers. Oh, really, TJ? If you don't know, the Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers is they're taking bids right now, right? For the for buyout or whatever, whatever, right? Netflix, Paramount, and Universal. It seems like the three every country celebrates Thanksgiving. Three main big studios are in the running to get Warner Brothers Discovery. So the Warner Brothers shows, the Snyder shows, the Snyder Cult, who are like, right? They're always gonna have this glimmer of hope where when Warner Bros. Gets bought out, oh, they're gonna restore the Snyderverse, and they got this idiot Cosmo Book News, right? The other day that I commented on, retweeted. You might have seen it. I mean, I know Red commented on it, replied to it with bullshit, and then he doubled down on it and somebody asked him, yeah, somebody replied to him and said, I don't think Ezra Miller's coming back. And he just pushed, how about Grant Gustin? I'm like, what? Okay. Party. Okay. But yeah, okay. So you really think, that, here's the thing. Netflix, now it's been reported that, I don't know if it's been officially reported, but it's another project nobody talks about Zack Snyder as related to Zack Snyder at all. Right? Rebel Moon's so bad, Army of the Dead is bad, in my opinion. I know some people like Army of the Dead, but it's horrible. Rebel Moon is bad, right? Whatever. But there's that one project that came last year in the cartoon Norse mythology mature show, cartoon animation, which actually might have been his best Netflix work. I didn't watch it, but from reviews and say it might have been his best Netflix work. But apparently, not official. It might have been canceled. Might have been canceled. Okay. Do you really think Netflix? Netflix, I think, is regretting working with Zack Snyder. Okay. He didn't. He didn't bring success like Knives Out. Okay, like Knives Out by Ryan Johnson. Whether you think of him positive or not, is at more success. Okay, okay, okay. Things like that. All right. Okay. But Zack Snyder's Zack Snyder's career with Netflix is in jeopardy once Dennis Lin, who would publicly, reportedly, did not is not a fan of Snyderverse. That's Zack Snyder's downfall. Okay? 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 Okay. So Blind is gonna join me. I'll wait for Blind to come. The show was okay? You're not gonna bring Zack Snyder. Alright? Zack Snyder to me Zack Snyder to me has to we not rebrand, but we have what's the word? Not rebrand, but rejuvenize, what? Not rejuvenize. That's not the word. Something like that. But he has to come up with good content for I think studios would be interested. Really, okay. And first, and he just read the last photograph. Is it? Yeah. See, like, is it independent film? Here's the thing, Degrassi. If it's a small independent film, the last photograph, eh, it's gonna suck. Because I don't think Zack Snyder could do independent films. Because I don't think he could do if people don't like his first line, like,
What's up? They changed the UI on the mobile app,
oh yeah,
so I have no clue.
well,
Oh man, it's showing from my iPhone.
what's up, man? I'm just bashing Zack
What's
Snyder,
up?
man. I'm like the Grassy said like he finished last photograph and has no distributor at, so that must be an independent film. I'm like, oh, Zack Snyder's doing independent film. That's not a good thing, because that's the ultimate test if the storytelling is good.
Uh, I don't even know what is he doing. He's making another.
He said he just the last photograph, right? Right? This is right. Zack Snyder did this film called
uh,
Last Photograph. It doesn't distribute yet. That smells independent film, right?
right.
And you think Zack Snyder's independent films usually have mostly good storytelling, right? You think Zack Snyder is good for independent films?
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, we all know Zack Snyder's level of quality, but I was playing Marvel Rivals. They have the new update. Am I breaking up?
No, 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 no. You're not picking up.
Okay. I was playing the Marvel Rivals update where you can play around in Times Square.
Hmm.
That shit was actually funny, man. That was absolute peak, man. I'm gonna have to stream me fucking around in there. There's not a lot to do in there, but people are doing the dance line, and so that's pretty funny, man.
Couldn't make it, but it disappear.
Oh, my buddy, what's up, man? How you doing, man?
That's not 56K. That's
Yeah, I didn't. I want to see it. So after this, because I was
Oh,
playing
I
Marvel
saw it.
Rivals.
Yeah, I saw it before I did the stream.
Oh no, I am breaking up then. Sounds like you just got done getting diddied. Oh man.
I'm breaking up.
I think it's me. He
Okay.
said it sound like I just got done getting diddied.
No. I don't hear you breaking up. I don't hear you breaking up. I think he's messing
Who,
with you.
who fell off harder? I mean,
No, Sean must make a
Sham, Sham,
comeback.
Shyamalan falls off like every other fucking
Yeah,
movie, man. Like he falls off and then he might come back and make something.
yeah,
I mean, I definitely think you're gonna have to say Shyamalan because I mean, like the guy had Sixth Sense. That was like, everybody was raving about that, and then it's just been downhill. I don't think Zack Snyder has really had a movie as big as Sixth Sense. So
but
there's your answer.
wow, Snyder shows us a BVS a bad steal.
Yeah, Snyder's ass. He's always been ass. Kick
But
that
Sixth
fraud off
Sense
the
has been
panel.
like
Why
you
didn't you
can't
come
compare.
and say that on the panel to me?
Sixth Sense is like an Oscar nominated. Like, well, like,
Yeah, Zack Snyder has never. I mean, he's never made any movie that comes close to Sixth Sense. So yeah, I'm
yeah,
gonna have to say Shyamalan.
Nolan has done comic movies, but he has made movies as good as Sixth Sense, right? Like Nolan's a great filmmaker in that
No,
sense. I mean,
no, what?
like he
Christopher
makes
Nolan
good.
has made tons of movies that are probably on par with Sixth Sense. What?
Exactly, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean,
Oh,
right?
oh,
Yeah, because Nolan's made comic book movies like Batman, the Batman stuff,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
Because
I think people probably may even argue that Nolan has made movies that surpass Sixth Sense. So I mean,
Oppenheimer, he has a good point.
the only
Movie.
bad Christopher Nolan movie is really Tenet. Tenet is
Yeah.
Not very good. I think it had a lot of potential, but
His,
it's
I
just a
think,
mid-ass story
I
that
think
people
his
like
most
to think
underrated
is,
movie is the one with Al Pacino,
oh,
Insomnia.
Insomnia.
Nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
And
Come
what?
on,
And you
why
know
are you
what? You know what?
going all over?
You know what?
Come-
You know what? You know what's the best part of that movie? Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm just. There really hasn't been any news the past few days.
No, it's Thanksgiving. There's no news.
I think Thanksgiving is Thursday of America. Who cares about
It starts
Americans?
on Thursday and then it goes to what? Monday?
Give me some news.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, the whole
Why
news is wicked.
why do they have Thanksgiving like 3 weeks before Christmas? Like shit don't even make any sense, man. I
Why
mean,
the
in the
Americans?
states, man, they only got like two holidays, I guess, because they
No, they have a
just
lot of
they
holidays. They
work like
just.
shh shh. They got two holidays, man. So that's why Red he's upset. He's got to
Hey,
work to the bone, and if he breaks his bone, I mean, shit, man, he's gonna be in debt for the rest of his life.
the 10 made Denzel Jr. bearable. Uh, Canada
Denzel
has
Jr.
Thanksgiving.
bearable. I mean, he's not that bad of an actor.
But he's not his father.
I
He
feel
doesn't.
like he was bad in Tenet. Like Tenet has a lot of actors in it, and they're just like they don't really do much. Like Robert Pattinson is in that movie. He doesn't really do much. Like Aaron Taylor Johnson's in it again. Doesn't really do much. Like there's a lot of actors in that movie, and they just are like, what the hell? Canada doesn't even have Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's why we have it in October. And Red, the American system has completely failed you because Thanksgiving is only a fucking American, North American concept. Why would they have Thanksgiving in the UK or in Europe?
According
So
to.
they failed you right there. I mean, not only not only you're stupid, but you're gonna be in debt, and then I guess you constantly cry and whine and shit. You're the only everybody like well, I mean, besides TJ, everybody else here is American, and yet they don't have the attitude and I don't know the I don't know. He seems like he has like a chip on his shoulder all the time. Red.
He has to prove he's better than everybody.
Yeah, he always has to prove it. I guess it's a kind of like a Napoleon complex.
Napoleon complex. You can take that red.
Thanksgiving is in every country except Canada. You dumbass. Yeah.
I bet you red has.
Trolling used to be trolling and rage bait used to be believable.
I bet
I
you red
guess
has
I
family in
guess
Canada.
maybe I mean I don't even think that's red in the chat. It's probably just some Indian bot or some shit like on Twitter. It's just some Indian dude, saying all types of crazy shit. Yeah, 56K warning says red is from Washington. They they be sensitive. Canada is frauds. Don't come red when you can't afford insurance. You're gonna wish you were from Canada.
Hmm.
You're gonna wish you can take that ambulance ride. You know what I mean? Without costing like how much is an ambulance ride in the states? That's must be crazy amount of money.
What is it here? Isn't you have to pay here too? If
Yeah, you do. It's like $40.
if
They
Abu
can waive
Dhabi,
it though. Yeah.
Red's a rich man for
Yeah,
Dhabi.
you're
He's
Abu
wealthy.
Dhabi. You're in Abu Dhabi because you're an escort. You get fucked by all these high elite people like Diddy, right? Why else would you be in Abu Dhabi? Like you even know what goes on in that place, man? Do you know the depravity?
You
He doesn't know. Red doesn't know anything, man. Healthcare is the main cause of death in the United States. No joke. Yeah, I know. I don't really understand it though. Like I get it. Like a lot of people in the healthcare industry in the United States, they make a lot of money. So I'm guessing that's probably why. But it's just kind of crazy, you know. And
yeah.
then you got Diddy a few minutes ago. Red, you just admitted you're an escort. Like, what the hell? Like, buddy, what are you talking about? Oh, it
He is
literally
back.
booted me back up here, um, into where everybody's playing. That's crazy.
Healthcare
No
is
lag, nothing. Oh my
uh,
god, these dudes are still fucking dancing here. The same fucking dudes. The same dudes. I can see their icons. Oh my god, this shit is glitched. Well, that's why.
see,
What's going on here?
see, I can hear you. I don't know why the videos didn't work. The clips didn't work. Why didn't clips work?
No, for some reason you're kind of like breaking up. So that's why I'm like wondering if it's on my end. The latest, oh yeah, I did hear about that. The bird flu string. I think it killed someone. First person to die from it.
Uh oh.
Yeah, that's not good, man. Healthcare is a luxury, dumbass. Yeah, that's why niggas are all dying and shit. Like, what the hell, bro? Like, what are you saying? Like, so when Red gets run over by a goddamn truck, you know what I mean? I guess we could just say, healthcare is a luxury. Hospital is like college. You can go in or not and still be charged. Yeah. That's so crazy. And another thing that I don't understand is like how they love to like slander us and make up all this shit about us, and you're like, I guess you guys can go ahead and lie, but like I'm never paid, an absorbent amount of money to go to the hospital. Bro, like I don't even have to pay for medicine. So, well, like what are you guys
Yeah.
talking about? Like, so I mean that's on you guys. I'm not the one dying. Like, because I know Red, he's got a lot of health issues besides being short. But healthcare industry is really death care in the states. Well, I mean, yeah, because you know it's just kind of sad, and you can kind of tell like that there's some people who just don't go to the doctor because it's too expensive,
You know Tony,
and then
right? Like Tony.
yeah.
Tony's excuse is if there's nothing wrong with you, you don't go to the doctor, right?
Yeah, which is like insane. I
Yeah.
mean, you
If
could
you
go
don't
to the
feel right,
doctor
I mean,
when,
if you don't feel right, there's something wrong with you.
I mean, but the thing is, like, usually, I mean, here, like, I mean, the problem we have also here is like, there's not a lot of family doctors, and so, but I mean,
No.
that's also because there's such a strictness to becoming a doctor. Like, it takes such a long time. So it's like, yeah, and then on top of that too, another thing is again because the United States, the healthcare industry is all about money making. Most people just, they just go to medical school and then they just go to the States, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. It kind of shows you how a lot of people, they spend all this money and stuff, and they're only really in it for the money. They don't really care to help people, unfortunately. But I don't know, like you probably should go to the doctor and check up, like you may seem healthy. I mean, Red isn't healthy by any means. I mean, look at what he's saying in the chat. In California you could still be penalized for not having health insurance. That's crazy.
Really? You like it's a mandatory to have
Paying
health
bills or
insurance,
not
or
getting,
you get paid? Wow.
man. I mean, and the thing is, like, there's so much money in the states. Like, you would think they would find a way to make it. I don't know, man. There's a lot of people who there's a lot of health issues in the United States. Not to dunk on you guys, but I'm like, because they're really trying to bring that shit here, and you're like, no, no, I'm good. It says if you can't afford to live, then you need to move to a fourth world country like Canada. Sure. Does that even make any sense? Bro, like,
Fourth world country.
it's not even funny, bruh. I see my doctor once a year unless I have any issues. Yeah, I have
Oh,
to see a specialist. A
yeah, I
lot
mean,
of
yeah,
that
for
shit, man.
shoulder, yeah, you don't your doctor or your if you they'll recommend somebody, they'll send you to a specialist. That's what they do. I mean,
Right.
right? Or you go to the emergency room,
Yeah, but
or
like also like you would get charged to going to a walk-in clinic, right?
in America, yeah. Can you do it here
Yeah,
too?
that's crazy.
Here
No,
it's not. Here it's not. I went to walk clinics; they don't charge you at all. I know in
no, they
America
don't
they do.
charge you.
In America they do,
Yeah, that's crazy.
unless it's very very serious, right? Unless like,
Yeah, then you would go to the ER.
yeah,
They made it so that you need to. Yeah. Oh man. Wow. To be
I mean the
near
California
homeless. Holy shit.
California has a homeless problem. Why 56K? They have a issue. Uh, the homeless.
Jeez.
Yeah, so
I
like in
hope that
Canada,
really
I mean like
changes
the
for you guys.
yeah,
It sounds
in
like hell.
Canada, guys, like we we have a family doctor. We don't charge. They don't charge us. The emergency don't
Hmm.
charge us. But like if you go to see a dentist, if you see an eye doctor, a foot doctor, yeah, they'll charge you. They'll think like that.
Well,
Um,
dentists, I had they're for some people, like for me, I don't
yeah,
get
yeah,
charged.
yeah. There's insurance also involved.
Yeah, they're well, not insurance. Recently they started like if you're under a certain age, you can go to the
Oh,
dentist and not for certain things, right? I don't
mhm.
think cosmetic or things like that, but same thing with the eye doctor.
Yeah. Just look at Texas.
But yeah,
Everywhere has a homeless problem. That's because
you know,
want to know the fact? You have too many people in your country.
it's not even that. What happened in Toronto? All of a sudden, when you go to certain places in Toronto, there's like homeless camps. It's not as
Yeah,
bad as California, obviously, because California is like
cause
in LA, it's insane. But like, there's one park in Toronto that has become
yeah,
like a camp, and you're like, I've never even seen this before. Like 5 years ago, like where did this all of a sudden come from? Like obviously there was homeless people, but
I feel
it's
like the
getting
pandemic played
particularly
a part
bad.
into it. The pandemic probably
Yeah,
affected, and then uh, we're not in the best financial situation right now in Canada. Everything is up.
yeah,
Um,
yep. That's our issue, man. The housing market is absolutely insane.
yeah, I but I think the housing market is actually starting to go down now because people can't afford to buy stuff, afford to buy houses here or
Yeah,
apartments.
but it's never gonna be
Yeah,
like the United States, though.
yeah.
Sadly,
The drugs. Uh, yeah, sure. Yeah, the grassy has a family plan through his wife. Sure, makes sense.
right?
That happens. Something like that, right? Uh, I don't know, man. Like, let's see what the
I
problem
don't
is
know any.
our prime
Uh,
minister's a cock to Trump. Anyway, he's a cock to Trump.
yeah, I don't like that guy. Why did they put? People are fucking idiots, are for real. But it is what it is. I mean, there's no other option. So people just are like, well, we'll just put back the same party. but
Yeah,
with a different guy, and that's supposed to solve all the issues.
and
And
yeah,
then
he's
now people are complaining about the same issues not being addressed, and you're like, well, you guys voted for the same party. Like, are you guys that stupid?
it's good. You know what? Like I said, they won. They won, but it was a minority government, right? It was minority,
Yeah,
not a lot, and it means probably another election. Like how long has it been since February? Was the election
they
in
could call
February?
another election if they wanted to. It's not like there's
You're not going
some.
to win. He's not going to win.
Yeah, but who else is gonna win?
Yeah, I know.
Nobody. Nobody. Because like, there's no other. Like, that's the problem. I like. There's no good candidates, and people don't
Then
really want to vote. There's no reason to vote because there's nobody there to vote for. Like, that's why we have such a low turnout rate, because it's like, no, who is there
yeah,
to support? Nobody.
the thing is, we're not as crazy as states, but we do have some crazy politicians. It's just that Canadians, in a sense, are not as crazy as Americans, so they don't fall
No.
for. But the politicians are
And also, a lot
some
of
of the few.
Canadians are complacent.
Yeah, that's true too.
Like, they feel like it's good enough, so they don't really care.
Hmm.
And then some shit that is dumb slip through, the cracks.
The thing,
But then nobody knows about it because it's not on the news, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Canadians will attack each other, but they do it so like politely. um, oh, nice 56K. All right, let's get to this video from Movie Hubbub. My
Yeah.
video. My good,
Oh man.
good guy, good guy.
What's the hub? I'll cover some DC news and updates later. But
So,
first,
blinded. When
Who
did
the
you
hell
think
is this?
this is Movie Hubbub?
Is this Pro
Uh,
Snyder? Who is this? I don't
yeah,
even know.
he's pro. He's not pro Snyder. He's not really against Snyder. He's more
Oh, okay.
detracting the Snyder Bros and exposing them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you say about Canada? Canada even win a championship in sport. That's like anything at all.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, we
guess
always kick
sports
your
is
ass.
more important than Red's health, but
Yeah, you know what? When it comes to Olympics, we always kick your ass in hockey. So who cares?
huh.
Okay. Okay. We kick your ass. We kicked your ass last year in that tournament. We kicked your ass in the 2010 Olympics. We kick your ass all the time in the Olympics. So in our own sport. And by the way, most of the people that play with American teams are Canadian anyway. At least more than 50%. All right.
I'm starting with more on the Saudi verse coverage. You know, the fake buyout that happened
Yeah, I see videos or my home feed. Like people raises people have thumbnails, Snyder versus Restored, all that shit. It's like the sale went
Yeah,
through.
that
Like they're ready. They're ready.
yeah, they're like hyping up shit. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah,
Like that, that one guy that we watched the one time with his editing and stuff. I don't remember his name.
yeah,
He
yeah.
he he's
I,
he literally made a post, not like a video, but like a community post saying the Snyderverse has been restored officially, and then he posts Zack Snyder saying it's coming or some shit like that, and you're like, this is fake, buddy. Like, none of this is real. Like, what are you talking about?
oh
Like,
yeah.
holy shit.
You know what's funny? You know how the Snyder shows were when Zack Snyder kept posting about like things from BVS or Man of Steel, like pics of Superman,
Yeah,
whatever. Recently, he posted
right.
from Sucker Punch. Is Sucker Punch coming back? Is that getting a sequel?
I guess, yeah, like all these, he just posts shit on his social media. That's it. It's like photos
Yeah.
he took. Like, that's it. It's nothing serious, but like these people just see, like, why would he post that image? It's like, do you guys not know Zack Snyder has been like for the last how many years been posting uh shots that he's actually taken like on set or like behind the scenes photos? Like, they're not significant whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like if it was significant, it would be more than just a post. Okay, there and it's already like I mean, we're gonna be talking about this until the end of time because they make the most ridiculous claims now. Like they got to straight up lie about reality. It's actually crazy.
It's funny because they use sites that are not credible, but the people that are that use that are debunking all of them, they use actual credible sites, credible interviews, things like that from credible
Right.
sources. They don't use credible sources. Like they use comic book news as a source. They're not
Yeah,
credible.
like they just say shit, and then people are like, "Oh yeah, it's being restored," and you're like, "According to who?"
Yeah,
Like they've gotten to the point where like they just
if
nothing is in their favor, so they just like make up shit now. Like
yeah,
that's the point we're at now, which is
if,
insane.
if Variety came out and Variety came out and heard that Snyder is restored, yeah, I could take that more with credibility, right? Not like something
Right.
that's garbage tabloids. You
Yeah,
know?
like it's not like if there was Zack Snyder and James Gunn, which mind you, James Gunn is the head of DC
Yeah,
Studios. There's also a ton of other executives, and it's like if there was some movement, don't you think they would be saying something? They would be teasing something. There would be other people in the camp of the Snyder. You know what I mean? Like the actors that they want to come back. None of that. None of that's happening. And they're still like delusional about it. Like they're saying like Marvel is down, and so now is the time to bring back the Snyderverse. And you're like,
it's nothing to do with anything.
the what the fuck? Yeah, like I do. Like it's actually crazy. I'm telling you, that one guy, whatever his name is, like he's going full grift with this fucking Snyder shit, which is insane, man. Like if you're gonna have a grift, man, like actually have something tangible. You know what I mean? Like something, not like nothing. You know what I mean? Just like pure delusions. I guess you can run a grift channel now just on delusions. You know what I mean?
Oh, oh
Like
yeah.
you could start saying that like the MCU is they're gonna end the MCU now. Like you can start saying shit like that, and I guess it might get views.
Thank God I make that guy make Eric Cartman videos.
Oh man, yeah. Like once people figure out how to use Google Gemini with the videos and stuff, I'm sure there's
Yeah,
gonna be tons of videos of people saying shit. Well, MCU's catching strays from the Snyder Bros. Yeah, remember when there was like a couple of MCU tards who on Twitter who were actually like covert Snyder Bros. That was some funny shit, man. Like all of a sudden when Peacemaker ended, there was like these MCU accounts saying how trash James Gunn was, and you're like, wait, when has MCU tards ever hyped up anything Snyder related? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck is going on?
yeah.
That shit was funny as hell. It was so funny, man. There's a lot of these Twitter accounts, man. Like, they're so fucking jokes. Like, oh shit. That was
Saudi buyers
crazy talk.
acquiring the WB solely for restoring the Snyderverse. It is interesting how Snyder Bros convinced
71 billion offer for Warner Brothers. That's
Yeah,
enticing. Ooh, that's more than what Elon paid for X, and he def- he definitely devalued the value of X. Elon, well,
yeah. Nobody's gonna buy that.
ah, I don't even think Warner Brothers is
We'll see.
half of 71 million.
No, but Paramount is desperate.
Yeah, they are. They are desperate. They
It's
want to
gonna.
see
It
an
would
end.
be. They want to see an end, but I mean, like, the Ellisons. They just bought Paramount. They have no like successes so far. Like all of this is like at least 7 years away in the making. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's way too. It's not even like Warner Brothers, right? Where Warner Brothers, I guess, they kind of had some stuff going on, but like, what has Paramount really? You know what I mean? Like, what are they putting together? Like, they got the Duffer Brothers, okay. Like that
Uh,
doesn't really mean much anymore because look at what happened with the dudes from Game of Thrones. Like
yeah,
you need some people who are like, okay, like they have a
they're
string of successes,
they're
like,
they're doing the cancel Ninja Turtles to do a new Ninja Turtles live action.
yeah,
Um,
like
they're doing
okay,
Star
like
Trek again. They're rebooting Star Trek.
okay, like none of like t- those are franchises that like they're not big. They're big franchises, but they're not like they haven't been super successful
No,
like in the last 10 years. So, and when has like are they expecting Star Trek to make what kind of money? Like what is the rule of thumb? Are you going back to when, the first Star
I
Trek movies when they first were making Star Trek movies?
if I did
Is
Star
that the rule
Trek,
of thumb?
if I did with Star Trek, I'd start with a whole new crew. Not, I mean, like don't even do like um, Kirk, like from like the Chris Pine crew. That's like William Shatner did the same
Right.
character. I wouldn't even. I'd either do crew or I would do the most popular crew. I mean, they have to be younger actors, but the generation crew.
I don't but like this is the thing with Star Trek. It's been going on like they have the TV shows. They've been pushing the TV shows and
Most
it's
have been
like
mildly
don't
successful.
don't you think Star Trek needs a break?
Uh, yeah.
Like I really don't know about Star Trek, honestly. I don't think that's some gold mine that is, you know, that they can really tap into. If anything, Star Trek really should just be uh, a premium show,
Oh, they got the
right?
Call of
But
Duty movie.
yeah, but that doesn't even mean much anymore. Like I guess the first Call of Duty movie, if it's good, maybe it'll make money, but it's like okay, Call of Duty is a proven franchise in terms of gaming, but it's like, what can we expect? How can that translate to the box office? Like, what does that even look like? Or not even that. Like, the people making it, is it even a good movie? Like, will people even want to see a Call of Duty movie? Like,
What's going to Call of Duty movie stand out compared to other movies? Because there's other movies similar to Call of Duty. Like,
yeah, it's just the characters from Call of
yeah,
Duty. That's really it.
yeah. Can you remember? Do you remember back in the day? I don't know which studio it was, but they were supposed to make a Division movie,
Right.
right?
Like, they gotta, like,
Was it
I
Paramount or
don't know,
something
man.
else? Who was it supposed to do Division?
No, I don't think it was Paramount. I think that was a different studio.
Who was supposed to do Division?
Might have
no?
been Netflix.
Was it Netflix? They had
I,
like
I
Jake
think so.
Gyllenhaal and Jessica Chastain starring in it. I,
Maybe Sony. I think it was
I
Netflix. It sounded like Netflix was doing all these like
they,
Ubisoft
they,
movies
they
and shit.
I believe it was canceled because if you play the games, right? It's based on a pandemic with a virus, right?
Right.
And then COVID. It is
They're trying to turn some kind of profit on them. But like what the last Star Trek movie is now gonna be like 10 years old. It's like what do they think these movies are gonna make?
Ubisoft. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the division is Ubisoft.
What Degrassi? As far as Strange New Worlds, what other Star Trek properties would work that's TV related? What's that one with that show or
Yeah.
I don't know, Paul Giamatti, Michelle Yeoh, or like or something. I
That franchise never got any nerd stigma. Which one was that?
never got rid of Star Trek, I believe.
Oh, Star Trek got rid of the. Okay, yeah, I
It's
see.
the ult. It's the ultimate nerd stigma compared to Star Wars. Because Star Wars is not like Star Trek talks about torpedo, activate this laser, press this, press this. What's this?
That's
If we
what I
can move
mean.
this,
Like it's very science fiction.
yeah,
Science
yeah.
fiction movies, like a straight up science fiction movie.
It does have some
Like it,
fantasy in Star Trek, but it's very science fiction, more science fiction than Star Wars.
But what exactly will make a Star Trek movie be like
I don't know.
some success? Like what is the success? I don't know. Because it's like the way that Paramount has been going so far, it's like are they expecting something like Disney money? Like what are they expecting? Um because it's like they're being super aggressive and you're like who even knows if this is all going to pan out? Like Paramount I don't know. I don't trust Paramount at all. Like I really hope Warner Brothers is not by Paramount.
Netflix. The good thing about Netflix. This is a smart thing about Netflix that everybody should not be concerned about Netflix. Netflix did say if they get Warner Brothers, they will the films will be they'll show the films in
Yeah,
theaters. Yes.
even then, I mean Universal is the only one. I don't want Warner Brothers to be bought out by anybody. Like
Neither do I.
that's what I would wish,
It
right?
makes
Like
it
like
makes
all of a
Zaslav
sudden
look
now
bad.
all
4 years
well
of running
it's
it, that
just
makes him look
like
bad.
it's just like why not just continue? Like it's like oh man, like no wonder why movies are just gonna be in the gutter, man. It's all just like competing with you know, like movies should be competing with movies. Like I remember when the Microsoft um CEO, he was like, "Oh, Microsoft and Xbox, they're competing with TikTok." And I feel like there's a lot of these executives that believe this shit like movies and all this other stuff are competing with other mediums and you're like, "Dude, what are you talking about?" Like I understand, yes, time, right? You're competing with people have so little time, but
Mhm.
you're like you should be competing with other movies. You know, people will watch movies. You should make good movies. It shouldn't be about we need to make movies that are retrofitted to be to appeal to people who watch TikTok.
Yeah.
Like it's like making a pizza for people who only eat ice cream.
Do you,
Like it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like they like what they like. You got to make shit that this is a movie that people want to see. It's not it's a movie designed for people who don't like movies. Like what the hell? Like it's so backwards. That's why I just don't like these executives. Two best cases for WB sale.
Amazon.
Amazon.
I
Second,
think
they
you should
don't
do the
sell.
split.
Yeah,
Do the split. That's
I
what you
guess
do.
Amazon. Not that I like Amazon, obviously, but Amazon and Universal. I feel like at least the movies will still be in cinemas.
What is what
Um,
does Amazon and Universal do with HBO? Do they merge it with Prime?
they could
Then
merge it and make it like a higher tier or something, and then have like
that's the
so then
thing.
that way there's like still cable and stuff, and then you can merge the HBO Max stuff onto the normal Amazon
What does that
Prime.
do for us? Because we don't have Peacock here at Universal. They have to.
Yeah,
We have Crave. Crave gets our Warner Brothers stuff.
yeah. Microsoft needs to worry about Gabe once he starts. I don't know about that. I think Gabe is also kind of retarded. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what he's doing, but
themselves.
he could
The
probably make a fortune, but he doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
cosmic book story was official. The Snyderverse was already restored, and Gunn would be
Oh, but it was.
fully out. Obviously, this had not taken place. Right now, we are seeing Man of Tomorrow news as casting ramps up and Brainiac
Yeah,
discussing.
yeah. Nicholas
Christopher Nolan,
Hall.
get the fuck out of here.
The Snyderverse. Yeah, recently, like a day or two ago, it came out. Nicholas Hall. Yeah, he's getting ready to film Man of Tomorrow in April, and this was
Yeah.
posted last week. Yeah, it's getting restored.
Yeah, Zach, like,
Getting restored,
why
guys.
would Christopher Nolan, who walked away from Man of Steel at the ending, like literally, like the movie came out and he
Yeah, I hate
was
it.
trying to now downplay his name as a producer. in the movie, right? Like they were marketing the whole entire movie, oh, this is from Christopher Nolan. And then the movie turned out bad, and then it's not on the boxes,
Oh
it's
yeah.
not on anything, any sort of material. But yet he's gonna come back and back the Snyderverse. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
No, Nolan and Snyder had a lot of disagreements on the film.
Christopher
Like
Nolan is
there
gonna
was,
have nothing to do with DC going forward, man.
yeah, yeah. Do you
He's
know
moved on,
why?
man.
You know why? Oh, okay. Warner Brothers brought Christopher Nolan because he made success with the Batman, the Dark Knight trilogy. But this,
Right.
what's the real reason they brought him on? They want him to over the oversight to watch Zack Snyder, to give advice because they didn't fully trust Zack Snyder. That's what I believe,
Oh yeah.
right? And Nolan, as the film went on, yeah, Christopher Nolan and Zack Snyder, they had different visions. Okay, I think with Nolan, with Batman, he didn't. I mean, yeah. So Dark Knight is very the Dark Knight Revealed trilogy is kind of different from the Batman comics in a way, but he didn't
Hmm.
change the what the character is all about. I don't think. I think he didn't like that with Superman. How
No, I
how
don't. I don't even think that. I just think it ruined his name.
yeah
You know what I mean? Nah, I wouldn't say like ruin, but like it definitely looked. It was like a stain. You know what I mean?
yeah
Like the movie was mixed. And he probably was like, I don't want my name front and center because then people will associate me with this movie. Because why
yeah
else would you take your name off of, when it came to DVD and Blu-ray? Normally it would say, from
yeah.
Christopher Nolan, produced by Christopher Nolan. It didn't say any of that. So that
Nolan
was
hated
strange.
Nolan hated the fact that Zod. Yeah, he did not like that either. He hated that.
No.
Uh,
But like, why would Christopher Nolan I'm trying to think. I could be wrong, but like, what has Christopher Nolan even produced in the last like 5 years?
produced, just
Am I
simply
blanking
produced.
on something? Like, what has he put his name on? But I mean,
As
obviously he's directing his own movies,
as
but
a
like as
producer,
a producer, because someone, yeah, does Degrassi know? Like, because I don't know. Someone, if you guys don't, put in the chat because I feel like he doesn't even really produce stuff. He's just
he
directing his
doesn't.
own
He doesn't.
movies.
He's a no. He hasn't produced anything since Man of Steel or helped beyond work on. He didn't really. Yeah, Man of Steel was his last producing role when he's not a director on. Right.
Yeah, I just feel like that's not really his
He's
wheelhouse.
yeah. He's mostly a producer on the films he's a director on.
And why would and this is another thing too, right? Like all of a sudden now they're like, we're going to now get rid of James Gunn, who has made successful movies, just because one movie was what made around the same range as Man of Steel. Like none of this makes any sense, is what I'm saying, right? Like it would make more sense if you go, well, Man of Steel made, or sorry, Superman, right? James Gunn Superman made $300 million less than Man of Steel, right?
Hmm.
But if they made on par, no one goes, oh, this is the problem of the new movie. Usually they go, okay, it fell right in line with the other movies. You know what I mean? Like, look at when Spider-Man: Homecoming came out. Nobody said that movie was a flop, right? They were like, okay, well, it's not gonna make what the height of the Sam Raimi movies did, and it's also technically better than Amazing Spider-Man. So it's not like we're gonna now just scrap it completely. Obviously, they weren't. It's the MCU, but
No.
they obviously knew that hey, it's kind of like a reboot, and there might be some people who are not completely interested in a reboot of Spider-Man, and there's like room to grow, which it did, because then the next movie made 1 billion, and then the next movie made 2 billion.
Yeah. Yeah. It was growing. Yeah. That's because it had the benefit of the MCU. Like the MCU definitely helped out a lot. Yeah, I mean, Homecoming made 880 million, so I mean, they didn't make a billion, but it did great though. It still did good. It's still the
Right.
highest. It was the highest grossing comic book film of 2017. I think that then Guardians might have been second,
Right.
right? What did Thor make? I don't know.
It might have been. I don't know. They were all kind of around the same range. Thor
Yeah,
and Guardians and
there's a
Spider
lot.
Man.
There's a lot. I just know one thing. A lot of movies in 2017, all of them made over 500 million. Even Justice League. Even
Right.
Justice League.
Gains traction on the Cosmic Book site. Also tell me, where was coverage on this particular story? Let's take a look. It reads, I've had follow-up conversations
Yeah,
with
you see, like so this stuff would have come out from like a credible source restored. It's just how it is.
my insiders after asking the obvious question, if the Snyderverse really is coming back, what happens to James Gunn? Could two DC universes coexist?
The music. I hope I don't get in trouble with the music.
Naturally, I pressed the insiders on Gunn's fate. I even floated the idea that with $1 trillion fund, maybe the Saudis
See,
would consider running two.
this is how I know this is all we know is shit. But you know how it's another thing that's making this bullshit? The idea of two universes running. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Have two universes running at the same time. Yeah, it's really to confuse the audience, right? Let's
Right. Yeah.
let's
They already have two they're already going to have two Batmans running. So now we're gonna have three Batmans altogether. No, they're not doing that, man.
exactly.
They're not doing that.
Two universes. Why? So we can make everybody happy?
Like, yeah,
You know,
this is this is ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous, man. The constant delusions of these people.
yeah.
And another thing that they don't understand is, okay, let's say if this all happens, right? And then isn't there going to be a faction of people who then go restore the Gunverse, and then you're going to have to like there's going to be a ton of fucking nonsense of people, right?
Yeah,
Like
you're gonna create
these
that.
fan
Yeah.
bases that will all just go at each other infinitely. And instead of it being like, first off, one, maybe you might get something in like 20 years from now, okay, related to the Snyderverse. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying that like jokingly, but I mean there might
You have
be
a
some
70-year-old Ben
nostalgia
Affleck.
or some shit.
Like,
But it's probably not going to be some big massive thing because what they keep saying,
it won't
they
be
keep
it won't
saying,
be a
oh,
movie.
people like the Snyderverse. The Snyderverse had diminishing returns. How come they never point that out? It had diminishing returns. And
There's
nobody fucking knows the difference between the Justice League and the Snyder Cut. Okay?
yeah.
It was not, there was no differentiation until after the fact.
Yeah.
So who even really knows,
Gen-
right? If a Snyder movie would even do well. Like it could really just be another fucking flop.
gen- Regular people were not waiting there. We're not waiting for Justice League, the Snyder Cut to come out and watch 4 hours of it. It was just
No. They messed up. Listen, if they really were gonna bring it back, they should have done a little bit more. You know what I mean? They spent all that money on the Snyder cut and then it just petered out. Yeah, that's another thing.
yeah. That's a great point. Like that's true. You have to greenlight it too. Like
Like they're
it,
still forgetting. Like, so James Gunn's got to get removed. Peter Safran's gonna have to get removed. And then
oh,
all the people above them at Warner Brothers would all have to be,
and they want
co-sign this.
so they want like Zack Snyder to be in charge and Christopher Nolan to be part of the studios, head of studios, right? I'm thinking, to me, Christopher Nolan doesn't sound like he wants to be part of like a head of a studio.
No,
He
these
just wants to
people
make
don't want
film.
to be heads of studios. They don't want to be executives.
Yeah, he just to me, Nolan just wants to film stuff. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be ahead of a studio or anything like that.
No.
Okay, right? It's a lot of work.
Let's, like this. If because this is another thing too, right? If the James Gunn still has a lot of rope left. You know what I mean? It's not like he's hanging himself with Superman. Like it's literally the first entry in a series.
Yeah.
Imagine if we all sat down and said, "Well, Iron Man should have made over $1 billion." Because obviously, the first off, we didn't even have the fucking foresight. This would all be fucking 2020, right? Like vision that people have here. But usually, I mean, this is the problem, and we've kept saying this before about executives. They're all comparing shit to other things, and you're like, it's like comparing, the dude who's in the Olympics, who's like running all these marathons and shit, to like the dude who literally just started training for a marathon. Like that's like a totally stupid comparison, right? Like no duh, the guy who's been running marathons and was in the Olympics is going to be way better and more successful. But you don't compare the two because one guy's starting off. If they were on equal footings or one was getting closer, right? I guess, but it's a new franchise. Like, why not have like 10, I'm not gonna say 10. Like 10 might be too much, but at least 5 movies under its belt.
Yeah.
Like to see where it goes, like, and different types of movies as well. Like, can we at least see a crossover movie and see how it performs? Because if it performs, way better than fucking Justice League or Batman versus Superman, then what is their excuse going to be? Or what happens if the DCU in 10 years is another MCU where it's like there's all these, video game tie-ins, there's all this stuff, right? All the movies are making, billions of dollars, then what?
They'll be in the home, when they're old. They'll be in the home and be bitter about it. Be one of those old men or old women and be like, "It's coming, Sonny boy. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's not ever. It's gonna happen."
Because it's like it's so crazy to me though. It's like there's some things where you're like, you know what, you kind of do have to give up. But these dudes, like, the fact that they're creating delusions now is just fucking insane.
Yeah, they need a psychologist or something. Um,
Yeah, like they couldn't just stick with the Zack Snyder stuff, right? Now it's all Christopher Nolan's involved and all these other people are involved.
cause they don't,
What the fuck?
cause they don't know what's going on with Zack Snyder. They have no clue what's going on with Zack Snyder. They don't know what Zack Snyder's doing. I bet you they don't know what he's doing. They're probably they're probably gonna say, yeah, I know what he's doing. He's negotiating with Warner Brothers. He's getting his team ready to take over DC Studios. No, he's not.
No,
Right?
yeah.
No, they don't know. I mean, we don't know, but if we don't know, we sure know they don't know, right? We know he's working on
Yeah.
some. We know he worked on his film Last Photograph. Is that the police? Is that the police movie he was doing? He's doing a UFC movie or something, an MMA movie.
Yeah. And that's another thing too about Zack Snyder. I think,
Makes sense.
he's like he never comes out and says anything about this shit. He just acts like ignorant. Like, oh, I don't know what's going on. And we all
Bullshit.
know it's because it's like the dude, like, look at his movies when, nobody's talking about them. They don't do well. You know what I mean? Like that's why he went to Netflix, and then he's sitting there, talking about, oh, technically Rebel Moon was watched by more people than the people who saw Barbie in theaters, and you're like, yeah, but the difference is people pay to see Barbie. You know what I mean? They didn't pay individually to see Rebel Moon, and if that was the case, if they were to put Rebel Moon in theaters, I guarantee you it would not. It would have
Not even make
less
half.
viewers.
Not even make
Yeah.
half. May not even
Listen.
make a
Whatever.
quarter. May not even make a
Yeah.
quarter.
It's not even gonna make. It's not gonna make a quarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nowhere close. Like Zack Snyder. Like first off, one, and it's just pure delusions. It's from these people who are like have this like nostalgia for the Snyder movies,
and they all go like everybody is like this, or then they go, well, the normies, they don't like it. Okay, but the normies made up a bulk of the money, you do realize, right? So if they don't like it, then what argument are you guys even trying to
Right.
make now? Like, I thought this was all about, oh, you see, like the Snyderverse was popular, but then no, it's not, because normies don't like it, and none of it is coherent. None of it makes any fucking sense, and we all just have to stick hearing their fucking nonsense, man. Like, oh man.
That's what it's about. XDA agent searching for Native American mountains for his murdered diplomat siblings' children. Aided by a junkie photographer who saw the killers confronting the past. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and like I mean, Zack Snyder like also posted a picture of like comparing Man of Steel's box office to Superman. I don't know if that's real or he liked it. He didn't post it. He liked it. Like seriously, this I think I think Zack Snyder. I think I still think he's bitter. He's angry. He's still bitter about it. He's bitter because James Gunn's people like James Gunn stuff more than him. And if you like that photo, if that really him, uh, it shows his true colors. Remember, he's not with Francis James Gunn,
Yeah,
but it's
I
all in
don't
the
know.
public eye.
He just, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't care. He only cares about his projects and shit. And like, the more people talk about
Yeah.
Zack Snyder, the more benefit he gets out of it, right? But it's like, why doesn't, okay, if that's the case, right? Like, shouldn't this guy, maybe this last photograph movie, he's trying to do that, but he should put out a movie in theater and be like, you see, like, here, my fan base does show up. Because so far, remember, he's put out, I mean, technically two movies. If you're, I guess, a Snyder fan, you could go, oh, well, he's put out three movies recently. He's put out two movies, right? But none of them were in theaters. None of them played uh, in like a normal theatrical run, right? So he should probably put out a new movie in theaters and see
Oh,
like, oh, look, people will actually show up, and
okay.
I'm a name, right?
It's funny. It's funny because you know what you said about the Barbie remark with Rebel Moon. More people watch Rebel Moon. Yeah, but you know how many people did not see Rebel Moon Part 2 because how bad Part 1 was? A lot.
Right. A lot of
It's a
people.
major drop off. Yeah. Okay. It's. I don't think he understands. You could literally click on. You could clearly watch a movie on Netflix, right? For a minute or two, and if you don't like it, you don't watch it again. At a movie theater, you could literally watch a movie for 1 or 2 minutes, but the difference is you pay for the ticket,
Right.
and it still contributes to the box office.
DC universes, side by side, a restored Snyderverse, and a separate gun-led
Who will give him distribution, man? Not Netflix. They shouldn't give him one.
DCU from one.
Wait a minute. Is this deal done with Netflix then? If he doesn't have a distribution, or is he still a deal with Netflix? His fans
I have
weren't
no
there for.
clue.
Oh, they
I
were
think
hyping up Army of the Dead
the
like
deal is up.
basically.
Army of the Dead, the sequel to that
Okay.
movie, it's not happening. Rebel Moon, obviously, it's not
Oh no.
happening. So, not like all the stuff he was doing on Netflix, it didn't materialize. Like, remember, sorry,
Why?
remember Rebel Moon had a game, some mobile game, and it was like changing hands, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared.
Yes.
It just
Yes.
disappeared because because the movie was a flop, and why are they gonna spend money on
And the game studio was like,
dog
what?
shit?
Yeah, the
Nobody's
game studio.
interested.
Yeah, studio, whatever game studio was doing it was probably like, yeah, I don't think that we could make this game. Like,
Right.
we're not gonna make any money off this game. The only people are gonna buy are probably like the hardcore Snyder fans, and that's not gonna help us at all financially, right? Um, also, Army of the Dead are hyping up Army of the Dead like, oh my god, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. It's gonna be like the best movie Netflix has ever put out. And it's dog shit. UFC, oh really? His UFC movie doesn't have a distribution yet? So the leads of photograph are going to be from the cast of Rebel Moon. I don't know why anybody from the Rebel Moon cast wanted to work with Zack Snyder, knowing how bad the Rebel Moon movies were. Like why? It had to be a paycheck. Yeah.
Well, it's a
No.
Netflix movie, so they can't even really they can't go, well, your last movie was a flop, because like technically, where is there to say it's a flop? You know what I mean? Like, is he showing them the stats? Like, I don't even know how that would all work.
Hmm.
He probably is just, oh, he's Zack Snyder. He obviously has maybe some loyal fan base. He obviously did movies that people recognize, but his last movies, they were all on Netflix. So, and I guess maybe he could say that. I really don't know how
Oh, so
any of that works.
yes, his deal expired, but there's one movie to left to deliver. Yeah. The thing with Netflix is there's that one guy who is not a fan of Zack Snyder. As long as that guy is working Netflix, Zack Snyder's not going to do any of his work. They're not going to
Right.
get. They're not going to let Zack Snyder continue his work unless, not unless. I mean, they'll let him finish his final movie for Netflix because they have to honor the contract, or or they can negotiate whatever. But um,
Or maybe they just leave it.
the problem with Army of the Dead is it's supposed to be a zombie, but it should not have never been a zombie movie. It should have been an alien movie, and not Army of the Dead, because
Well,
zombies zombies cannot make babies. I'm sorry.
it should. There's tons of problems with that movie, man.
Yes.
Like all this bullshit, world building and all this fucking crap. None of it was good. Um,
Yeah, it's not world building with apocalypse era. It's not fucking Fallout, man. Stop trying to copy Fallout or like not Walking Dead. It's yeah, there's a bunch of bad shit in it, and I'm glad the main actress from Walking Dead is in a better apocalypse um, adaptation of Fallout. She's getting a better deal in the Fallout series than than Army of the Dead.
mhm.
Dan Lin, yeah, Dan Lin, yeah, thank you.
Told, even though the Saudis are also connected to Trump, there is speculation that Gunn could remain involved in some capacity or even collaborate. Our insiders explained that the Saudis would likely prefer stability at the start,
If the
saying
Saudis get involved
they'd
with
want things to
Hollywood, I
keep
hope
coming.
all their movies flop. I
Hmm.
hope all their movies fucking flop. Because like, why would anybody want that too? I know that's another thing too. Why would they think that the Saudis would want Zack Snyder to make dark, gritty movies? Yeah. Do you think the Saudis are gonna let Zack Snyder make a rated R movie that will play in their theaters?
Would, it, would the Saudis let Zack Snyder make a rated R movie with sex in it?
Yeah, with all his sensibilities, have
Yeah.
total free creative control.
Yeah. Yeah.
You must be an idiot if you believe that,
I
because
can tell
that's
you one
never
thing.
gonna happen.
I can tell you one thing. Look, I know you're not a wrestling fan, but this earlier a couple months ago, when WWE announced they're going to have like the biggest event in 2027, WrestleMania, they had a bunch of wrestlers, including female talent, at the press conference, and behind their boss and the Saudi Arabian government events official, whatever, and you could tell the talent there. They just looked like they were like standing there like be a good sport and just stand there and be a good sport. Smile when you smile, like
Right.
they weren't really smiling, but just be a good sport. And I'm like, and then they had this one woman wrestler say, try to just positive spin on it, right? And I'm like, okay, if they did so much for this women's rights there, they're progressing in terms of letting women have a little bit more freedom. Okay, if that's true, let the women wrestle. They don't have to be covered. Let them wrestle in their typical wrestling attire, where not all women are covered, from head to toe. If they're progressing, let all women wrestle in their attire, right? You know what I mean. They don't have to be covered, right? So and things like that. I mean, are they gonna let a gay wrestler in Saudi Arabia? Yeah, like
rocking the boat.
The thing is, when there's a lot of money involved, some people are willing to be slaves, in a sense, right? You're
Right.
willing to, yeah, you're willing to abandon some of the morals, right? And I know slaves is kind of hard word to say, but people will get the idea what I mean by that. Like,
Also noted that everyone's working on their personal roles for possible scenarios as the sale approaches. We can also add that
shut up,
both
Red.
Gunn and Snyder got their start at Dead. Universal is also reportedly in the mix to acquire the potentially partner Saudis. We've also
Who's the CEO of Universal? DeGrassi or Blind, whoever knows.
I don't remember his name.
Oh my god, this is a great picture. Oh my god. Can you imagine they make a Wonder Woman movie? They're gonna have like Wonder Woman all covered up. Oh my god. Oh my god. Censors. Well, you know, in fact, the Middle East country, they do not like anything that has, the Eternals, for example. There's the gay Eternal with with male lover, right? They kiss in the film. In the Middle Eastern countries, they cut that out. Disney, Marvel Studios cut that out. And if I was Disney, I know they they obviously had to because it's all about they don't want to piss them off. And if I was Disney, Bob Iger, Kevin Feige, fucking too bad. We're keeping it. I don't care. Don't show our movie then. Okay, don't show our movie. Okay, Middle Eastern countries do that. They'll cut out some things like that. Okay.
I mean, they're not
And
listen, they're not going to make. This is the funny thing, right? Like these people are all about like artistic integrity, but yet they simp for countries that have no interest in on. Sorry,
yeah,
my brain is fucking just melted right there on artistic integrity. They don't care about like I don't understand like they if you want Zack Snyder to make movies and these edgy kind of movies, why do you expect that the Saudis are going to be the ones who help him, who back him financially? Like, don't you think they also want a return on their investment? Like, they're going to want to play it safe, and then they're going to also
is
want to
he
make movies for their own country.
is he not the only? Oh, is he not? I mean, look, DC. If the studies do get involved in this, DC Comics, you're gonna have a lot of writers for DC Comics, right? Probably leave, and not, or comic writers not want to work with them, because comics are always been progressive light, right? And
Well, I guess Zack Snyder's going to be the one who makes all the movies then.
oh yeah, that's Zack Snyder, but Zack's also was gonna say, isn't Michael Bay doing stuff in the Saudis too? Disney said for China
I
too,
don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, these companies like, eh, like that was another thing people used to say that like, oh, when Hollywood started playing to the international audience, that caused problems. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with putting out movies internationally, but I also feel like, they if the movie is an American movie, like they really shouldn't be like, oh, we have to now censor something. Like one of the reasons people have theorized that why we haven't gotten Ghost Rider is because Marvel is scared of some of the laws in China surrounding depictions of skulls and ghosts and all and that kind of stuff, right? And so like
Yeah,
it's
but
like stuff like that I feel like it's like seriously, so like you're now going to now put an entire character on ice because of some laws, some stupid fucking law. You know what I mean? In another country,
so
that makes no fucking sense.
they're okay with Werewolf by Night then? I
I
guess that's
think they have it's something about ghosts, like in particular
gold.
ghosts. Yeah,
So they're not. They don't.
And
So they didn't. Agatha.
they don't
So
like the depictions of ghosts in entertainment.
so they didn't get
They're like,
Agatha Hart. Didn't get Agatha. Agatha all along
well,
there.
I don't know about anything about the Disney Plus shows in
Well,
China.
because Agatha
but
at the end of the episode, at the end of the series, dies and becomes a ghost.
it could be possible those shows don't even air in China.
That's true too.
I haven't even heard anything about Disney Plus in China. So
The skull. Good.
Yeah, something about skulls.
something about skulls and ghosts they don't want in movies.
Yeah, this same for the China. They got a lot. Disney got a lot of backlash for Mulan because of where it's filmed. Where it was filmed, apparently, like was near like
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like these companies have like they're American companies and they obviously want to make money in America and they want to make American products, so to speak, but yet they're willing to bend over backwards for a country
So
that their laws, like everybody would probably disagree, like, yeah, well, that's a
is
stupid
China?
law to have
Will China
about
be okay?
ghosts in movies.
Will China be okay with Mephisto?
Probably not.
Well, we'll see because Mephisto is not done in the MCU. I mean, he's not going to just be an Ironheart. Yeah, thanks.
Also been told many times that Gunn and Snyder are friends. I'm guessing this idea is not sitting well with some of the usual Snyder channels. The coverage has been rather quiet on the idea that Gunn will continue with his DCU even with the buyout. One of the known Snyder-centric / anti-Gunn channels, Aaron Fisher, is now changing his tune a bit.
I'm one of those that believes we can have both. Like I said,
What?
I have no skin in the
Who?
game.
What? What?
Who said that? Who's the retard who said that? Who's the
Aaron Fisher.
retard who says that? Oh man. Please seek medical help. Seek medical help. I'm being dead serious. What are we talking about now?
Yeah.
Like this is absolute freaking insanity. Like all of a sudden now, so why isn't there people going like we should restore the Reavers because we had Superman Returns and like do you know like where this can fucking trail off and go into? Like does anybody think about any of this stuff? It's all just like me and me.
It sounds like a
He's
loser
definitely
mentality.
Canadian with that awful take.
I think it's a loser mentality from me. He's losing. He's losing, so he's like he has to come up with this, right? Right? Oh, evil Harry.
Such a pathetic take, man.
Evil Harry.
Oh shit, evil Aaron. I have fellow Americans who live in China and they love it and they're never coming back here. Oh man. I don't know about that. You guys wouldn't hear from me ever again if I was in China.
Oh yeah, you be. Oh yeah.
I'd be
I am
gone.
not.
That's it.
I am not, beholden to one side or the other. I just want the Snyderverse restored. I'm not saying get rid of gun stuff.
Wait a minute. No skin in the game?
Bizarro. Yeah, you heard that, huh? I just want something restored.
I thought you were the same guy asserting that James Gunn must be fired. Now you're saying there is room for his DCU to continue. I've been saying for quite a while, a joint venture including an Infinite Crisis crossover event could be good for the
By the
fandom.
way, if this let's say they were going to restore the Snyderverse, this is not one of the options they would do. They're not going to have they're not going to have a competing universe where then now people can point and be like, well, James Gunn Superman has made more money than the Zack Snyder Superman. None of that is going to fly. None of that is going to work.
Why would they restore a universe for such a niche audience? Well, how is that going to generate any money? Right?
It's not.
Yeah. I mean, optics. I mean, this is why people are not in the. This is why these people. I mean, I like movie hubbub, but he's wrong here. All right.
Like it's so delusional though.
Yeah.
Like that they're
Remember,
gonna they can have both of them.
remember, every film. You know this. Everybody's working in the entertainment industry. You don't even have to work in the entertainment industry. It's just a business thing.
No.
You're there to make money, right?
There's no
It's-
listen. There's no money in the Snyderverse. They've moved
exactly.
on. They're
And
not
Warner
going to
Brothers
bring
know
it
that.
back and have it adjacent to the gun stuff.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
also another thing too. Like these these people have already made it kind of clear that it's like it's not James Gunn is the issue. It's they just want and like Zack Snyder stuff, which fine, okay, right? But it's like you know at a certain point you kind of do have to move on, and they don't want to hear that. They're like, oh, we don't want to hear that, because um for
Hmm.
whatever reason, as if there hasn't been franchises that have ended and moved on, or moments of franchises that have disappeared, right? Like, like the actors too. That's another thing too. Like we keep pointing out, if you restore the Snyderverse, how is it all going to work out logistically anyway? Because
Yeah.
Ezra Miller, like Ezra Miller is kind of excommunicado. You know what I mean? Like he's not coming back.
We had like one. We only see.
Um,
There's only like one public picture from like the last 2 years.
Yeah, like he's done a ton of damage to himself. Ray Fisher again will probably only come back because of Zack Snyder,
Hmm.
but again, he ruined his reputation. Why he would like his whole controversy, it was literally a nothing burger. Like people gave him the benefit of the doubt, but it didn't. You know what I mean? Like it was like you kind of torpedo your own career, and the thing is, nobody even really backs you up. You know what I mean? Like he was saying, oh, I was abused by Josh Whedon, right? But it was like nobody came to his defense, and it
Never.
makes you
Never.
even wonder where you're like, what was it really abuse, or was it just the guy was an asshole and people just put up with him, and everybody had to deal with his assholiness because well they were making a movie and everybody's a fucking asshole on set. Like what was it? Like nobody has yet to come out, and the thing is he was so insulted because Joss Whedon wanted him to say the character's catchphrase, and I'm not going to be
Yeah.
whittled down to a catchphrase. That's the character's catchphrase. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that, like people are paying to see him say the catchphrase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a reason why that guy never stuck around, and he's not going to be in movies anymore because the story that he put out, it wasn't even like like nobody came to his defense, and based on his allegations and stuff, it wasn't like it
And
didn't
you know
seem
what?
like it didn't seem that serious.
And you know what? Also,
You know
I
what I
think really
mean?
hurt him. Is really hurt him. Yeah. People turning against. He went. Didn't he go after Gunn also?
Well, he went after Jeff Johns. He said Jeff Johns is a racist, and you're like, okay, where was the evidence that Jeff Johns was a racist? I bet Jeff Johns is an asshole, but is he a racist and he doesn't like you and he puts you on the back burner? And on top of that too, if he was a racist, there's another thing too. It was like you do realize Jeff Johns was the one who put Cyborg on the Justice League, or at
Yeah.
least
New
made it
52.
at least popularized, or I can't even say the word, popularized
I think that's the word. I think.
Cyborg on the Justice League. There we go. Jesus.
Yeah. Yep. The New 52. Yeah.
So and also and I know this doesn't really excuse anything because you could be a racist and still be married to a minority, but Jeff Johns is married to a black woman.
Yeah.
And I think the comment he was trying to get him on was that Jeff Johns was talking about black hair, and he was like Jeff
Yeah.
Johns has no right to talk about black hair, but he was saying it in terms of what he knew from his wife. So
Yeah.
you're like, so it just looks like what is really the story if you're like, could you really fault him? Like this is what I'm saying. Like Ray Fisher is another person where you're like, he didn't need to do all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah,
not saying maybe you needed to be quiet, but maybe you should have never named names or like at least get people to back you or something. Or I don't really know. And he's a new actor too. He
yeah.
wasn't like an established actor.
Boyega, yeah, Boyega at least had a case against Star Wars when they accused him of racism. That's because of Chinese posters or something.
Yeah, here's the thing, TJ. John Boyega didn't come out and say anything about J.J. Abrams and Bob Iger are racist.
He didn't call Ryan Johnson or JJ. No, yeah, exactly. He didn't call them
No,
racist. He
he
called
he
Disney.
literally just said, well, one, he didn't want to do anything Disney Plus related, and he
Yeah,
also said like the character they didn't do much with the character, and he was right. I mean, like he never pointed fingers at anybody. He just said his opinion. But like when you start saying like people said stuff and you start making accusations of this person did this to me and this and that, and you're like, okay, well, if you're accusing people of being a racist or people being abusive, and you're telling stories and you're like, well, where is the abuse, right?
the
I mean,
only
first off, one, Joss Whedon did get out of Hollywood, right? So it's not like
yeah.
nothing happened, right? But he brought in other people. He also
Well,
started
he's
blaming
not the
Walter
no. He's
Hamada.
not the reason. He's not the reason of Hollywood. You know who's the reason out of Hollywood? It's the Buffy cast. Remember,
Well, I
remember
mean,
the Buffy cast during when Ray Fisher came out. He was reading all stuff about behind the scenes something. The Buffy cast, because reading the Buffy cast, the
right,
Christina Carpenter, the other girl, Tara, they all vouched for like how much of a how much of a bully Whedon was on set. I think it was the Buffy
right.
cast that like because he did accuse of being sexist
Well,
stuff. Like, that's
there's a ton of people.
yeah,
He was accused of different types of stuff, right?
yeah.
But the thing that Ray Fisher was accusing him,
And nobody
nobody
backed up
came
Ray
to his
Fisher.
defense. No
Nobody,
one
yeah.
came to the defense despite Josh
The,
Whedon getting literally he got exposed.
at least the
So
Buffy
it was
cast,
like what?
the Buffy cast, there was people came to vouch for all that. That's the difference
Yeah,
between
it just didn't look good, especially when he started blaming everybody else and people who
yeah.
weren't even involved. Why are you blaming an executive who wasn't even there? He wasn't even hired. He wasn't
No,
even involved. But yet, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's not working anymore. Because why would you? If listen, if you're on set and all of a sudden,
this is for Zack Snyder.
something happens, now all of a sudden, all these executives who later come into the company are they now responsible? That when
Yeah,
has that ever happened? Usually you blame the people who are sitting in charge, but he never did that. He didn't even name any of the executives at the time because guess what? They're gone. They moved on to fucking other companies because Warner Brothers has been constantly changing hands. I it's just a lot of bullshit. A lot of these fucking all the stuff with the Snyderverse was a lot of bullshit.
hmm
You're gonna bring back other bullshit. Like it's not even just about money. It's not just about money. It's like all these people who are involved, they don't even want to be involved anymore. You're gonna bring back Gal Gadot, who's been now like, sure, she who even knows what's happening with Gal Gadot's career, right?
yeah.
You're gonna bring her back.
You can
Ben
bring Ben Affleck
Affleck,
back with
who's
yeah.
like had, you're gonna bring him back, he said I don't want to even come back, but they
Jason Momoa
ignore
as
him saying
Lobo.
that.
You think Jason Momoa is going to go back from Lobo to Aquaman?
No, like it doesn't even matter with
Yeah.
there's we know that Henry Cavill and Jason Momoa will probably come back because they just want work, but like the other actors, it's like it's kind of up in
And
the
then,
air.
yeah, you're going to bring up Amber Heard, who Amber Heard's pretty much
Yeah,
like,
they're gonna have to. It's all just an absolute train wreck, and then they're also gonna have to bring back Jared Leto because Jared Leto was in the Snyder Cut, and they're gonna now simp for Jared Leto. Like what the fuck? Like none of it makes any sense.
well, yeah, Amber Heard's going to come back. Amber Heard hasn't been, Amber Heard's been pretty much out of Hollywood. She's not, uh,
None of the Snyder I mean we'll say this until we're blue in the face. None of it fucking made any sense. Like
mhm.
to come back logistically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it didn't make money. it was literally some of the hardships of Warner Brothers in the last like decade, and there was tons of controversy with it. Why would they
And
bring it back?
even when they got Zack Snyder off the building up the universe, and they did all those other films in the
Yeah,
DCU, it still had a stink of being part of the same universe. It didn't help,
exactly. And
right?
that's another thing that they never seem to acknowledge. Like they go, well, Zack Snyder was not involved with those movies, but it doesn't matter if he wasn't involved because it's still connected in the same
Because
universe.
yeah,
And by,
he gave those characters. He's the one who,
yeah, just by association,
yeah, yeah,
like it's just so
DCU versus
stupid.
yeah, exactly.
DCU story that eventually unites the heroes.
Everybody okay?
Okay, Infinite Crisis Superman. I'm just hypothetical. They do two universes. They do Infinite Crisis, all that. Create one universe. Who's the Superman going forward? Right.
They're gonna
I'm
say
sorry. You
both.
got. You can't. That's gonna be stupid. That's ridiculous, right?
It is
It
ridiculous.
doesn't. It doesn't work that way. You can't.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Then things are happening, perhaps even some old Snyderverse projects with both universes running. All those wacky we just vibrations. Boom. Well, maybe it's worth waiting on actual news instead of pretending there is official news. Nobody wins out of that. Snyder fans of all types just end up disappointed as you gaslight the hopes into ashes. It's terrible you got taken by, and now it was passed down to theft coping.
They
Deep,
are
slow
both.
breaths, man. You're gonna be fine.
On to our news and updates. The upcoming DC Studios Lanterns HBO series has been officially delayed from an early 2026 window to a premiere at the end of summer 2026. The delay places its release after the Supergirl.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with that.
Well, I mean, they haven't
With the
come
way,
out and put out a trailer,
yeah, with the
so
way, yeah.
they didn't even have like a sneak peek. So I mean, what HBO usually does. So I
Supposedly the
mean,
Supergirl trailer is coming out very, very soon. There's no date. Um, Dan
mm,
RPK from West Asia will probably tell us what the hell. I'm sorry. Rather Dan
yeah.
RPK, but they're both from Asia, huh?
Is it
West
is
Asia.
it because maybe they're using a VPN or are they
Oh,
on
it
the
could be
the
VPN.
the what the West Coast?
I don't know.
Like, what's the? I don't know what the.
Well, you say my time to shine had a little used to work for Marvel. Apparently, she could be West Coast,
Hmm.
right? Uh, but then RPK will probably have he'll probably say something about the trailer, right?
Hmm.
Like, because he usually reports when trailers are coming out. I mean, okay,
Woman of Tomorrow movie, which is scheduled for June 2026. These or shifting schedules are pretty common in both series and movie releases, such as when Batman vs. Superman was originally scheduled for July 17th, 2015, and it went through an initial delay that was nearly a year later to another date shift in avoiding the Captain America Civil War movie. Black Adam was also
and it didn't really avoid Captain America: Civil War. I mean, Captain America: Civil War came out like 3 weeks after, like a month after,
Right.
actually, 3 to 4, and yeah, and I don't think it mattered which month BVS came out. Captain America: Civil War would have done better anyway because it's Marvel and it's a superior movie every way, every way.
pushed from 2021 to 2022 as well. HBO's lineup is pretty full, so pushing Lanterns to
Yeah, it could be a case that because HBO apparently has a very full lineup, stacked lineup next year, so it could be that. Because it's funny because House of Dragon is usually a summer show, right? But if Lanterns is a summer show, where's House of Dragon to be placed? And they got that other HBO show, so it could be. It's just the placing of some of the shows. It'll still come up before Superman tomorrow. I wonder if it'll make a difference if Lanterns has any implications from Supergirl or vice versa. And then it has something to do with Man Tomorrow eventually, like, right?
Hmm.
A slightly later window avoids crowding. Placing lanterns after Supergirl could help keep a more balanced flow of content. If Supergirl comes out in June 2026 and Lanterns follows, it creates a momentum jump. A TV
So I
series.
think Gunn has to be careful. Gunn has to be careful and say when he does press for Supergirl and Lanterns, specifically Lanterns, he has to say, yeah, you're gonna have to watch Lanterns to understand Superman Man tomorrow. Like to know what's going on with Man tomorrow. Like you have to be careful with that because not everybody's gonna watch Lanterns. Okay, you gotta be
Hmm.
careful. That's a mistake Disney made with the Disney Plus shows. That definitely affected the Marvels.
Yeah, they're
The Marvels
obviously
created
done
the
with
two
that.
characters from TV. Yeah. Um, Gunn
If
has to be careful and
anything,
say, yeah, you have to
what they're
watch
gonna,
that.
if anything, they'll probably
But
just. I think it should just work like the character can appear in a movie, and you could spin them off into a TV show, and that's it.
yeah, yeah,
Like
like they do with Superman.
it
Yeah,
shouldn't be the TV show goes into the movie. I don't think we'll ever see that stuff again because it was just caused too much confusion.
yeah,
Like we'll see characters in the TV show appear in
yeah,
cameos or whatever, but they're not going to do what they were doing before. Like
yeah,
that just causes too much. It's too much of a headache.
Capitalizing on the hype of a major film
yeah. Nobody wants to do homework when they're watching, entertainment. Really.
rather than competing directly. Releasing lanterns after Supergirl may let DC ride the wave of the film's publicity. From a marketing standpoint, this could help lanterns gain
To
viewers.
figure out a way to get it out of here alive. Get it someplace where we can study it.
Oh, come on, man.
What?
Go for its eyes!
Who are already hyped about the DCU after Supergirl. Placing Supergirl first could make narrative sense from a big picture or world-building perspective. If Lanterns is a mystery detective style show, as suggested, having it drop after a major film could help ground or contextualize some of its cosmic elements. It could also be a deliberate pacing decision. Let Supergirl make a strong theatrical impact, then follow with a deeply serialized
I don't
show.
even think it's
Delaying
that. I just
Lanterns
think it's it's either the show has a lot of VFX and it takes a long time, or they felt that there wasn't a lot of content, and so they didn't want to jam it up in the first half of the year. So they want to spread it out
What would be
because
more
they have. I
exciting?
don't.
Go ahead.
What? No, no, no.
What would
That's
be
it.
more
It's okay.
exciting? A Green Lantern movie or a Supergirl movie? Probably Green Lantern.
Probably Green Lantern. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think Green Lantern. I don't know. Maybe they're kind of scared of what happened the
Well,
first time around. Yeah, like they might think the idea is too silly for a movie, and that's probably why they're doing this like mature TV shows. Like, okay,
the
we'll
thing
do the
is,
opposite.
Hell tends to be silly at times. John not. John's more stoic, straight. Straight,
Well, I
right?
mean, I'm I'm sure that's gonna be reflected in the show, but I mean, like in
Yeah.
terms of like the story and the tone of the
Yeah.
entire show. It's obviously a mature rated show. It's gonna be a lot more serious and like it's not gonna be Superman.
No, it's gonna be closer to Peacemaker in terms of mature rating.
Well, I don't even think it'll be close to Peacemaker.
I mean,
It's gonna be a. I mean, it's mature, but not gonna be like Peacemaker. Like
no.
Peacemaker is a comedy,
Yeah,
so
I
it's a
know. I know
mature
it's gonna
comedy.
be buddy cop. Yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some funny stuff in it. I mean, there's always
Yeah, like dynamic wise.
dynamic rise. Yeah,
DC and HBO more data and market site to optimize its release. I mean, if Supergirl isn't well received, it would be a combination of decent box office and good reviews. DC can adjust promotions and positioning for lack. Conversely, if it
yeah. They might, if that's true, depending when that just comes out, they might have to do a lot of changes for promotion if Supergirl is not good.
I mean,
overperforms,
it would
they can
depend.
lean.
I mean,
Yeah,
we don't know what if those movies or the movie and the show even ties together. I would assume not.
hmm
But if there is something, I mean,
I mean, if
I
she
don't
just
know.
runs into Jon Stewart randomly, I don't know.
Like if there's a character who shows up, there's not much they can really do, right? It's not like they can cut this character out. So
Yeah,
I
That
assume
success
they're separate.
yeah, me too.
for the series as a day or shift of Lanterns to after Supergirl could very well be strategic and beneficial, not just a setback.
Mhm.
It might give the show more time to shine, ensure better production quality, and maximize audience engagement by riding the post-Supergirl momentum. In some other news, fans have wondered why the DCU doesn't just incorporate Robert Pattinson's Batman. Mike Flanagan, who wrote the DCU's Clayface movie, has offered his thought speaking at a panel hosted by
Oh, I didn't see
Scream
this.
Rant City Comic Con 2025. Flanagan discussed the possibility of Pattinson joining the DCU. Of course, yeah, I gotta be careful. I know DC fans, especially, I don't want to get on anyone's bad side with this kind of stuff. James Gunn is running DC his way, and I think it's great. He said,
By
I
the
have
way, is
no
this guy
idea what the
using an
plan is
AI
for any of
voice?
that. I do know, though,
No, the guy is from the UK.
Are you sure? The
Yeah, he's
cadence
Indian.
and sounds like AI, but
that Matt Reeves is a creative powerhouse. I think in the Gotham that he built is wonderful. I think the Penguin works on the big screen and on television. I do think there is a way to harmonize all of these elements into the
are
DC
you sure?
universe,
I don't believe that this is a
I
real
think is what
voice.
James.
The
I
way
know the guy from
he's saying and the way he's like pausing and the cadence, it sounds like an AI. Sounds like
really.
text to speech.
I've heard AI
For
voices
me,
do
yeah.
videos. They're so damn bad, boring. There's no effort into them. There's like no enthusiasm. There's no anything like that. There's no passion into them. It's just like a robot doing a video. I hate that. I mean, look, you know me. I do AI clips, right? But like,
Yeah.
my videos, I'm not AI or anything like that. My videos, I use my real voice because
Am I
you can. I
am
don't know
I
if
the
this
only
guy.
one who's hearing it? It sounds like AI.
I think he's real. No, I
Or it
think he's
sounds like a text to speech voice. Oh shit.
maybe it's Finbar. He's,
Mm.
that sounds like Finbar.
It's not the accent, it's the cadence. The cadence
Okay.
of the voice and how like there's certain yeah, it's like, when he's it's kind of hard to describe. All I can really just say to simplify it is it's the cadence that makes me think it's an AI. Um, if you keep playing it, maybe I'll ask you to pause where.
In his way, he continued, the thing is, I trust James, and he has not let me down as a fan. So I'm
There.
excited to see how they
You
pull
see
this
how
off
he
and how it
breaks
could
from
all
the
connect. The ways it could all
like he pauses like because obviously there's a comma, right? Or like you would pause, but the way he
Mhm.
pauses is almost
Yeah,
like he's pausing to take you know, like it's a period.
a break. Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah, it's
maybe
just the way
maybe it is.
it just like that's a sign of like text to speech, because they don't. It's not
Find
again
this makes
kind of
it
hard to
worse AI.
explain, but
Blinded is racist towards AI.
What do you mean? No, I know I've used 11 labs and shit, and I can hear it. You know what I mean? Like
Uh,
it's easy to hear. I'm like, is this guy? Are you sure it's a real person?
I think it's a real person, but I mean, the guy. Oh, he has an X account, so but obviously that he can't determine if
It
it's a
could
real.
be his actual voice that is text to speech as well. If you
Yeah,
were
I
to
mean, you
take
can
your
use the
own
actual
voice and
voice
put
in
it to,
AI for sure, for
yeah,
sure. Yeah, it's
I'm
not.
trust me, it will sound like you, but it won't. It's not going to have the same rhythm as your
Yeah.
voice
Yes.
and how you can emphasize certain things. Like, look, he always has the same like pauses for his
Racist towards AI.
Connect. That's It is a story that just won't go away from the DC fan communities. Reeves' Batman world still leans towards being separate, but there continues to be speculation and thoughts for how one could make it work. While some Snyder Channel sites, harsh critics went as far as saying the Reeves Batman 2 was cancelled.
The Batman 2 is canceled, you guys. I
What?
told you this
yeah,
years
easily.
ago, and a lot of you clowns out there saying, oh, the Bat 2 was a success or the Batman was a success. Well, if it was such a success, why they're canceling it? Because everybody has pretty much moved
Where's the
on.
official announcement? Well, can you be saying the same thing about the Snyderverse? Everybody's moved on. Like, what the fuck are you talking
Oh,
about?
oh,
Like, so they
oh,
believe that it's happening, right? But like, there's no movement on the Batman Part 2, so it's canceled. Okay, but that doesn't stop you guys from speculating about the Snyderverse, though. Just wondering how
yeah.
that works.
I mean, Robert Pattinson is starring in another film. Colin Farrell starring in another film.
Robert Pattinson just done filming. Okay, Dune. By the way.
And would never
Other
happen.
actors and other
It looks like
movies
it is moving along.
You know,
means
this guy,
absolutely
they
nothing.
said they said the Batman Part 2 is scheduled to film the same time on Man of Tomorrow, right? Right, the same time, right? Around then. Do you guys think it takes 6 months to film for an actor? Not really. Not anymore. It could take a couple weeks. It could
No.
take a couple months. No.
Other
Really?
actors, listen, if the movie was canceled, you know what they would come out and say? The movie's canceled. Also, if the movie was
Maybe
canceled, but they don't want to tell people it's canceled, another thing they could do
it'll
is
get
they
leaked.
could release the no, they could release the actors from their contract. That's happened before, where they have a show or some franchise and they go, you know what, we don't know what's going to happen in the foreseeable future, so we're going to let you off your contract.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this: if Batman Part 2 got canceled, it would have been public by
We would
now.
know about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That would be breaking news.
Same thing with the Snyder versus Restored. Zack Snyder's coming back to do his DC
Why
stuff.
would they hide one of a big IP getting
Yeah.
canceled? By the way, as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And mind you,
Well,
the
and Gunn is
Penguin
focusing
just
on
got some Emmy nominations and won stuff. So what the fuck are
Gold
we
Glove
talking
too.
about?
Yeah.
his
No,
Superman.
And
Emmys.
I think it got some global awards too. I don't know who. Also, but they did get Emmys. But I also think Colin Farrell came out and said I don't know. I think he said he's not going to be. He's going to be filming a little bit for the Batman Part 2 anyway. Like I think he came out with a schedule or something. Or was it a different actor? I don't remember.
Saga first. There again, the Snyder channels, where people like Aaron Fisher were swearing up and down the follow-up to Superman would rip off Batman vs. Superman by an immediate world's finest film. Nope. Gunn decided taking a bit of a risk with Supergirl as a less popular, but beloved by DC fandom character as the next immediate cinematic follow-up. Savvy follow-up into Man of Tomorrow. I tend to think the Superman saga will feature a Kryptonian backstory while introducing Brainiac into the DCU. Once again, maybe it's a theme now. Waiting on actuals instead of claiming speculation is fact seems to be the best way. with that said, no Snyderverse, no problem. Don't forget to subscribe.
All right.
And
You're telling me that that doesn't sound like text to speech? That guy's voice, like he didn't even put some
I don't know. It could
passion
be
in
his
it.
voice. I don't know.
What's his channel's name?
Either that
I'm
or
gonna
it's very
figure this
well,
out
or
myself,
it's
man.
movie hubbub. Movie hubbub.
Movie
Something
what?
like that.
Movie Hub Hub?
It's movie.
Can you send me the link?
Let me see. Okay, I'll send you the link. His channel's growing. He's almost at 1,000 subs. He's actually. I'm gonna send you the link. No, that's not it. Where is it? Okay, it's in my history. I didn't like it, so okay. Yeah. Man, we set up late. Wow. All right, I'll send you a link in Discord. Ah, what do you mean? What do you mean? All right, I sent you.
He's like, what do you mean? Okay,
Man.
I'll have to check this out on my own time.
Yeah. I think we should end it here. It's almost 12:30. We went 2 hours.
Shit.
Oh, I just got this news before we end it. Donald Trump is reportedly pressing the Alice's a new Rush Hour film at Paramount. What the fuck? I'm not making this up. Trump wants Paramount to make a. Oh my God! Brett Ratner? No, Brett Ratner is not coming back, man. Brett Ratner's been blacklisted, I think. Hasn't he, Brett
Yeah,
Ratner?
he's blacklisted, man.
Yeah.
But I think he is producing some movies. I don't know what studio or if it's on his own. I don't know.
Oh my God! I'm not.
But
This is. What is he? Did he do all three? Did he do? Oh, he did do all Rush Hour movies. Oh, he did a Hercules movie. Oh God, that was horrible. That rock movie Hercules. Oh God. Oh man. I want to forget that. I can't believe he directed Hercules. You seen that rock movie, the Hercules? Dwayne Johnson Hercules movie?
say that again.
You see that? Yeah, Brett Ratner directed that the Dwayne Johnson
Oh,
Hercules movie.
yeah, I seen that
Horrible.
movie.
It's
Yeah, it
shit.
was horrible. It was shit.
Donald Trump's a Rush Hour movie. Seriously.
It was
Oh my God.
shit. Did you see it yet? I'll probably watch it before I go
Yeah,
to
I
bed.
saw it. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Good show. So this episode's really good, man. Really
Yeah, it
good.
is.
You saw it?
No,
Okay.
no. I said I'll watch it when I go to bed.
I like. Oh, I don't know if I can watch a horror movie or horror show before I go to bed. I don't know if I can do that. I like last.
Oh no, I don't really care.
I like its origins, man. In last week's episode, it kind of
Yeah, it was
fixed
that
some,
ending was insane.
it fixed something from the movies. I was like, what is
So
it?
far, it's
Is
definitely
it an
better than the
alien?
second movie.
Oh yeah, is it an alien?
By the way, you're kind of breaking up, so it's kind
Oh,
of. I don't know if
okay.
it's me or.
Is it supposedly an alien or like?
You know what?
All right. Yeah, I'm breaking up. All right. All right. Yeah. There we go. So it's supposedly an alien or something. Or like a deity, or like a. All right, we're gonna end it here. Go watch it when you can.
Yeah.
Man, go to episode 5. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, guys. I got a